So you want to play industrial music live. So you've recorded some songs, you've put out some music on Bandcamp or something like that, and now you want to fucking play shows. So I don't know if this is gonna be a series or not. We'll see. It depends. I'm not sure exactly all I can cover because some of it is pretty obvious and some of it's not. So this little video I'm going to cover some of the basics of what you need to play out live in an industrial band, or at least the way I do it, because there's so many fucking different ways. There's countless ways you can do it. I mean, yeah. So basically, you got to figure out how you're gonna. Well, first of all, you need gear to play live. So if you already have a laptop and an audio MIDI interface, you're fucking good to go. So you want to be able to get the audio out from your audio MIDI interface from your laptop. From your laptop to the audio MIDI interface into the PA system or the front of house mixer, and then the sound person pumps that out to the PA system in the venue. Typically what venues are looking for is XLR connections, and if you don't have an XLR connection, then you will need a DI box to convert the 1/4 inch cables to the XLR. So yeah, you need a laptop, an audio MIDI interface, and some way and cables to get it towards get the audio to the mixer so that the sound person can pump it towards pump it out to the PA system. Next thing you want to be aware of is if you have a hardware synthesizer or a MIDI controller. If it's a hardware synthesizer, then obviously you're going to have to pump the audio from the hardware synthesizer out to the PA system as well, so you have to have cables for that. You have to make sure you have the right connections as well, which is the same connections as the audio MIDI interface you would be using from the audio MIDI interface to the front of house. As far as setup goes, like I said, there's so many different ways of setting up your hardware and your gear and your backing tracks and all that kind of stuff. I will tell you how I do mine. Basically, I have a laptop with my audio MIDI interface. It's a Mo2 Ultralight MK3. I have all the tracks in my laptop in a piece of software called Kakos Reaper, and all the tracks are panned all the way to the right so that it makes it a mono signal, and then I take the output on the audio MIDI interface and the right output and plug that into a DI, and then the DI goes to the mixer. And the reason why you want to do it, the reason why I do it that way is because that way all the audio is kind of in a mono channel, and I know it fucking sounds cool in stereo when you're listening on your sound system and stuff, but to be quite honest with you, depending on the venue, if you have a stereo image, it's, if somebody's standing close to one side, they're not going to hear the other side. So that's why you do it in a mono. You send a mono signal, because then everything is even and it's being pumped out by both speakers, and you can hear everything, and yeah. So and then from I also have a vocal effects processor that connects directly into the microphone, a mic to the vocal effects processor, and then the vocal effects processor goes directly into the front of house mixer. And the reason why I have that is obviously I want to affect my vocals and add certain things to it, effects to it, and well, you get it. So and the last piece is my synthesizer. So I have this, I use this for my live show as well, and I have this, the audio outs connected into my audio MIDI interface, and then that is also pumped out through the right channel on the audio MIDI interface. And yeah, so that's how I do my audio. I could plug this into a PA system directly, but I don't need to, so I just plug it into my audio MIDI interface and I'm done with it. Yep, I think that's it as far as like my live setup goes. So laptop, audio MIDI interface, hardware synthesizer, and vocal effects processor, and maybe a DI, and yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if I really want to cover anything else. I mean, there's all kinds of different topics about live shows and how you should rehearse and all that kind of stuff. As far as tips goes, as far as rehearsing, I would say rehearse until you're fucking comfortable enough with the songs that you know, you can perform them pretty comfortably without fucking up the vocals or the parts and stuff. As far as promoting shows go, there's plenty of different ways of doing that. Typically we do posters or handbills or flyers or whatever you want to call it. But there's all kinds of different ways of promoting shows and stuff like that, and I'm not going to get into that because I mean it's different for everyone. What works for one person at one show does not mean it's going to work for another show. So, or for another person. Promoting and promoting shows is a very it's very individual based. It's very you got to do what works for you, essentially. So, all right, that's it for this video. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them the best I can. Leave them in the comments. You can even, if you want to, I mean, what setup do you folks have? Like, you know, if you're already doing stuff like this, what setup do you have? And leave that in the comment section. Love to hear that kind of stuff. So, you know, if you're enjoying these videos, please do share, and if you're liking the content on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Bye.